There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Thorne. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Church. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And I'll tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
First down from the offense.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. Complete to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their conference.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's it up for the first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to the first down on the nice pickup there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here we go. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. floating away. He throws one to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Got a little space. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
At the 37. And that's a first down for the offense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Tight end now in motion. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. The short hands. It's Thorne. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking for a man. It's Church. He lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Defense might bring the house here. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end. Giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On third down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Gator! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Prime inside the 10. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. How about that last drive? drive just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners want to crank their tempo. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kamara. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Sooner. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to try to return this one. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking deep. He's got it along the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Dropping back, it's Church. Got his man on the outside. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They are up by just one over New Mexico State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Kamara. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 31. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. The 30. 10. Touchdown Gator. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the ride. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession. But that's about the only good news for the offense on that play. Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Church. Finds his man, it's Dorn. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Gators are threatening on first and goal. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolute shame. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. He fires to the left side. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Florida! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like C.D. Lamb.
There he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing. You're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
The Sooners headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you through.
Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. Pass to 50. The 30. He's at the 20. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. To the air, it's Church. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Castellanos. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Snap to the back. Look out, he's got room. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Quarterback keeps it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Fights off a defender. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Thorne. Makes the grab. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
To the air, it's Church. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Gators will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Camaro. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Camaro. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Touchdown Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? The snap sets up to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Got it inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Things had not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback making checks.
Here we go, here we go. Center. On set. Ready up. Got it. To the line.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He slings it deep to the left. Makes a grab for a big play. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 satellite. There. Cookie. Ready.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Okay, break.
Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. At the 35, he's open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That's got it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Motion from the back. This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough for the first down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they've had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Buys a little time. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finding an escape route. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. The Gators will try to move the chains on fourth down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Gator! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. To start the drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it on the way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Okay, ready? Hey, fire! Direction!
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Camaro. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down.
Shadow! Guard!
Wants to go up top. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He wants to throw it again. Now improvising. Pulls it in. It's Thorne. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Makes a catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
It's complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. From the gun. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll knock him down for a loss him a couple. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Power football with the run. Turning it on. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Suggs. They make the stop, but not before the change move and the Wildcat formation pays off. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides it and reads it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. Now, that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse